me see. Sanjay says, for Matt, why might Buffett have soured on Wells Fargo after sticking with it for so long? Does he distrust management or believe that the incentive structures haven't been fixed enough? Yes. So,
Yes.
no, I mean, we don't know exactly why Buffett sold Wells Fargo, other than that he obviously likes Bank of America better. Um, I will say that one of the biggest reasons that Buffett sells stocks is because his original reasons for buying no longer apply. At the time he bought Wells Fargo, they were thought to be the best at cross-selling products to their customers, which is a very efficient way of doing business. Like their checking account customers, they would sell them insurance products and credit cards and blah, blah, blah. It turns out that they were doing that illegally or improperly.
Ouch.
So that really kind of changes the investment thesis. So if that cross-selling, and you can Google Wells Fargo cross-selling, you'll see they used to brag about how good they were at this. If that was part of Buffett's original reasons for owning the bank, it makes perfect sense to me why he would have sold, because his
Yeah.
original reason for buying no longer applies. So that's one thing I would say about that. I mean, I like the bank, but it's definitely not the Wells Fargo Buffett bought.
Yeah, and I mean, he owned it for so long. I mean, they made a ton of money on that investment. So I mean, yeah, maybe he just figured, well, everything kind of runs its course. I mean, maybe this one has too.
Yeah.
Um, I don't know. Who knows? Let's see here. What do you think attracted Berkshire to Verizon as opposed to AT&T? Um,
I'd say it's a more
well,
focused business.
yeah, I think to me, I mean, at least Verizon, it seems to be financially in better shape, like its balance sheet versus its income statement. I mean, they both run pretty heavy levels of debt.
Yeah.
Um,
Well, Verizon has considerably less debt relative to its size. Um, AT&T is not the most focused business. They have DirecTV. If you remember, Berkshire originally got AT&T shares because it owned some DirecTV, and then when
yeah,
AT&T acquired it, Berkshire got a nice little stake of AT&T.
that's right.
They acquired Warner's. They're trying to be a kind of streaming company. They're not as focused on the core business that just kind of just pays the bills and keeps the capital generation cycle running as Verizon is.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, that's always been my impression. Kind of
I
wonder
mean,
if we're not going to see him try to divest some of that um, entertainment stuff at some point, but I don't know.
I'm an AT&T shareholder, but
Are you?
I am. It's one of my biggest positions.
Yeah, look at you.
I am not Warren Buffett.
You and Buffett are just like at odds these days, man.
We are.